I mean, you have other teams like the Dudleys and Demolition and, teams that just couldn't get over without the other member. The British Bulldogs is another one. Look at Davey Boy Smith, what he became. He wasn't world champ, should have been, but he became an all-time great, with what happened with the Dynamite Kid. But now Vince just hates tag teams, and we have a division that doesn't even exist. The Usos, who are the sons of Rikishi, are the only legit tag team left in the company. I just don't understand it. I agree with Joe. I don't really care who wins. I think it's funny that Santino is on a pay-per-view. This is really more of a Raw match, but I guess they wanted to give the tag title some type of recognition. Don't know why. It looked like pennies. I guess I'll say that Santino, I'm going to go with Santino winning because, they're getting a push. The crowd loves Santino. I know we both like him and we think he's pretty funny. I know a lot of people who do enjoy him. He's not a great wrestler and personality-wise, he's just a funny guy. So I guess he'll make the tag team more of a joke than what it already is, the division that is. Next up, we have the Intercontinental title, Joe's favorite belt. Not so much the look anymore, but a great title with a great lineage that they crapped on for a long time. But, they're starting to make it decent again. Caval, who used his NXT title shot for the Intercontinental title, which is good because obviously he's not a legit heavyweight contender. But winning season 2 of NXT, another show that Joe hates, he's using it for this match. Joe, any thoughts on Caval versus Ziggler IC title?
I think the fact that he's using this title match for the Intercontinental title, I think he's definitely going to win at Survivor Series. I don't know if it's going to be more of a squash, but I think Caval somehow beats him and is our new Intercontinental champion after Sunday.
I agree with Joe. I think it's like a catch-22 with him. He's lost every single match that he's had on SmackDown. I don't know why or how Vince thinks that's a good idea. I know they did it with MVP. Did it with Daniel Bryan. He lost every single match on the first season of NXT. One of the best wrestlers on the planet, probably the best pure wrestler in the company. And Caval is another internet darling. The internet wrestling community loves him. They love Daniel Bryan. I just don't understand why he's lost every single match that he's been in. Again, leads me to believe, like Joe, that he's actually going to win this match because it's for the IC title. He uses championship shot. And then if he loses this, I don't know where he goes from there. Probably released and goes back to TNA or something. But the crowd likes him for whatever reason. He's got talent. He's got skill. I think hope he wins this match. Ziggler is, he's getting over. He won the Intercontinental title after a year of trying to find it, trying to win. And I think this is good. It'll somehow play into the whole Vicky Ziggler thing and Caitlyn and all that other garbage that they have going on. But it'll be kind of interesting because if Caval does win, you'll have two internet sensations, what Michael Cole makes fun of, but they'll be the mid-card champions. Daniel Bryan is the United States champion and Caval is the Intercontinental champion. I think it'll be kind of interesting because it's like Vince giving props, as it were, to the internet, the independent circuit, which WWE has never really done. Next up, we have Edge versus Kane for the World Heavyweight Championship. Kane has been fighting The Undertaker for the past 3 months, I think, and he's come out on top with the help of Paul Bearer, and then with The Undertaker being weakened and all that other nonsense. Taker's out with an injury. I think he had surgery, so he won't be there for a while. What do you think, Joe? Does Edge win, or does Kane keep the title?
I think one other thing that's happened recently, I don't know if you know, but Edge, I believe, kidnapped Paul Bearer in the list. So that should be interesting, I guess. I don't know where they're going with that. But Kane, for the first time, I think Dave will agree with me that Kane is definitely getting his due as World Heavyweight Champion. And I love the fact that he's beaten Taker 3 pay-per-views. He still has the title. And I still think after this Sunday, we'll still have Kane as your World Heavyweight Champion. Match might end in a DQ. And this feud might go on until Royal Rumble.
I agree with Joe. I love Edge. I think he's great. We both actually, big fans of Edge in terms of what he does on SmackDown, especially the Raw. They underused him, but I agree with Joe 100%. I think that Kane is finally getting his due as world champ. 12 years too late when he beat Austin for the title in '98 with that cheap First Blood win, lost the title 24 hours later. Kane was one of the hottest properties in wrestling for quite a while. And he's always been consistent. He's always been, he has the record for the most Royal Rumble appearances in a row. I think it's 11 or 12. Most Royal Rumble eliminations in one, match, which is 11. And he's just an awesome competitor. He's gone through the crappiest of gimmicks. He started as Isaac Yankem. He's done it all. The stupid voice box, the burnt face, losing the mask with the crazy hair, and then now it's just Kane's a normal guy or whatever the case is. I mean, how could you be normal if you're 7 foot tall and a libertarian? But that's neither here nor there. I think Edge definitely will not win this pay-per-view. It would be good to see them go maybe another month. I've always enjoyed when the world title match, except when Randy Orton's in it, because I don't like Randy Orton. But when the titles can be defended 1 month and then have a rematch the month later, because it keeps the feud going. I mean, if you look at the feud with Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho from a couple years ago, that feud lasted months and it was amazing, and it's the best feud probably the last 5 years. So hopefully Edge and Kane will put on a good performance and Kane will win and go from there. And I don't know about the whole Paul Bearer thing, but finally we have what I would say is probably the most interesting match, and I never thought that I would say that with a Randy Orton match. I know that Randy Orton is extremely popular for reasons that I can't fathom. Joe and I both loathe him, and we think he's definitely way above where he should be. He's not that great in the ring. He's not terrible. He's gotten better, but he's horrible on the mic, can't cut a promo, and the WWE notices this. And I've been reading Online Onslaught, one of our favorite sites, and I noticed when they do the reviews, even on WrestleZone, they mention that the WWE is masking his inability to cut a promo. And they've been doing it. Monday was his father cutting a promo, and I mean, he's not much better than Randy, so I guess where he gets it from. But anyway, Randy Orton, Wade Barrett, John Cena in the middle as the special guest referee. On Monday, you saw Piper's Pit, where John, Piper, and then Orton and Wade, they all cut this main event promo to talk about this, how Cena was going to do the right thing. Now, I don't know. I've been thinking about this for the past couple of days. I can't put my finger on it. If Barrett loses the match, Cena gets fired. If Barrett wins, Cena's free from Nexus. I don't know why, and I don't think that it would make any sense in terms of logic, but when has the logic ever been a detriment or anything to deter Vince? I think that Cena turns heel. I think that it's going to be a Survivor Series screw job. They love doing those. I think that Barrett is going to win the title. Cena's going to be a full-fledged member of Nexus. I don't see how you could have John Cena in a stable and not the leader, but that's neither here nor there. I think Barrett's got a lot of talent, and I just can't see this going down the middle. I really can't, especially after that promo that he cut on Monday. I think that John is going to do what we've wanted for years, and then he'll become a monster. The crowd will be booing the crap out of him. The only thing that would keep them, I think the only thing that has kept him from being a heel is the fact that, bad guy, by the way, for those of you who don't know. The only thing that's kept him from being a heel is the fact that he sells so much merchandise. I mean, Joe, any thoughts?
I think that the fact that Survivor Series is known to be a controversial pay-per-view, just like many years ago when The Rock became the corporate champion. I think this and even back before that, obviously 1997, the Montreal Screwjob. So I think that we're in line for another big heel turn. And I think that although me and Dave have discussed this on our internet show, this might not be the best way to make Cena heel, but they have planted the seeds where Cena probably will go heel this Sunday. And if he does, I think it's a great move. I think his character has gotten stale, way too stale. We even talked about him going to SmackDown to possibly resurrect that show. But I think Cena going heel is probably the best move right now, and I think it'll get people like me and Dave to watch the show again, for one, and possibly more viewers. So I think that, yes, Cena does help Barrett win the title and does go heel. From there, I don't know. I think that, Cena does need to be the leader of Nexus to be a full-fledged heel to get the most heat, but we'll see how that goes. But I do think on Sunday we will see a heel turn and Barrett will win the title.
Folks, right now we're gonna end this segment. We're gonna end this part of the show. Those are our predictions. We predict pretty much down the line. Barrett's going to win. Cena goes heel. Kane will retain. Del Rio will win. Mysterio. We both think that Cavallo is going to win the Intercontinental title. Joe doesn't care about the tag team or the Divas. I think Santino and Kozlov win. Their segment the other day with Sheamus was amazing. It was hilarious with the T. I mean, it was great. I love that. Natalya, I believe, will win the Divas title, and I believe that we both think that Sheamus is going to pull out a victory. I think it'll be a great match. That'll probably be the match of the night in terms of work rate, in terms of the actual interest. I think that Morrison and Sheamus are going to put on a really good show. So, again, that's it for right now. We'll come back with the rest of our segments. Pure Gold.
We'll be back.
We'll be back.